Yeah, good day, viewers, and welcome to the maiden edition of the DSL GAFFER'S SHOW, where we bring the coaches that are in charge of the boys. My name is Godwin Say, and I'm your host for this program. So today we have one of the coach of the Dynasty Scouting League. I will allow him to introduce himself. Coach, introduce yourself.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Abdulrazak Shakiru, head coach of Leal SC, and I go by the name Shakor.
Okay, coach, firstly, let me say congratulations to you. You are the defending champion of the Dynasty Scouting League. So let's start from there. How do you feel to be the defending champion now, your team?
Well, to be honest, thank you very much for the question. To be honest, I feel so happy. It's not easy to be a champion, and I will tell you, everybody wants to enjoy their success. And when it comes, you enjoy it while it lasts. It's a good thing to be a winner. And that's what I can tell you.
Okay, coach, let's start from here. So can you take us through your playing career before you became a coach? Let's know whether you sabi play ball, or because you play ball, whether you play for Manchester United or you play for Real Madrid. Just take us through your coaching career briefly.
Wow. Where should I start from? Well, I tell you, I played football professionally here in Nigeria. But it didn't just start that way. I was opportune to be in a family of footballers where my grandfather was a footballer. My dad didn't really play, but
so it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood, you know. And even currently, my younger brother is playing somewhere in Sweden as we speak. So it runs in the family. But I could remember back then I joined an academy where we were taught how to play football practically, because back then everybody believes in the streets, once you can dribble, you're a very good footballer. But in my area then, so to say, I happened to be one of the best local champions, so to say.
Before you went to the academy?
Before I went to the academy, I dribbled all over, and by the time I got to the academy, I come to realize that football is a different thing entirely. It comes with tactics, structure, and I humbled myself to learn. And from there, I spent about 3 to 4 years in the academy, which my coach is called Emeka. We call him, he goes by the name Ibrahim Ba, names it in by Ba, which actually produced a whole lot of great footballers, the likes of Henry Agbo of the Super Eagles.
Okay.
Was my teammate then. And from there, from the academy, Ba was like, you people now have your freedom, you can go and explore, which my first professional football begins with Strikers. There's a team called Striker that plays in the NNL back then. And I attended the screening, and that was how I started professionally. Then from Strikers, I was also invited by Jigawa Golden Star, where I had the opportunity to participate in the Nigerian FA Cup. And I spent about 2 years in Jigawa Golden Star, which from there I was loaned to Castina United. And after some time, my contract ended with Jigawa Golden Stars, and you know all this parental thing that
they want you to go to
back
school.
Then they want you to go to school, play football, you're not a serious child, they are not obedient to their instruction and all of that. So I left Kano State then, because I was in Kano State. So I relocated to Rivers State, and I was opportune to train with a particular team called Sharp Arrows in Rumola. That was in 2009. So from there, the head coach there, Coach Dele, likes me so much. He likes my pattern of play, the energy, and what have you. So he discussed with one of his other coach, which they invited me to Rivers United. Then Rivers United was in the NNL. and the big boys then, you know, the Sharks and the Dolphins and all of that. So from there, we participated in the NNL with Rivers United, and after some time, I had an injury alongside, so I had to stop playing for some time. It was a beautiful experience for me. I can go on and on and on, but I just want to.
Okay, let's stop there. But were you a midfielder, defender, or an attacker, or were you a goalkeeper? Your smile look as if you were a goalkeeper. What position were you playing?
Actually, I'm an attacker.
Okay.
I started as an offensive midfielder, but then I was scared of goal scoring. That even if I find myself in one with goalkeeper, I'll dribble the goalkeeper and I have to wait for my teammates to pass the ball, even when the net goal is as free as that. So I could remember one of my Coach Plato. I believe he finds this clip someday, and you'll remember this moment. And he was like, "From today, you're not playing wide anymore. You're playing top 9, and let me see whether you will not give me goal." That was how I did.
So that was the defining moment.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, let's continue. So the second thing I want to know, what really inspired you to become a coach? What was your inspiration?
To be honest, playing as a footballer, I never pictured myself becoming a coach. In fact, it was never something I ever thought of. But I wasn't happy the way my playing career ended. I must be honest with you. And I wouldn't even want to share that story. It was a horrible story. And let it not be as if I'm calling some people out. But I felt I failed as a player, even though I played professionally. So, and what inspired me was in 2016, after playing in one of the NNL team again in Rivers United, in Rivers State. I wouldn't want to
mention the name.
Clubs free promo. So, so the money they gave me after my retirement in play, I used it to set up a football club in Port Harcourt precisely. And the reason is that that's me that I really did not see in Europe, because I believe I had all the potentials to play in Europe, but I will just call myself unlucky player, like many other beautiful talents that is roaming around the streets in Nigeria today. So I felt I can put myself in another child and guide that child to that success. Which you are doing now. Which I'm doing now, and until then I will not rest.
Okay, Coach, everybody have a role model. As a coach, who do you think is your coach role model in football?
I don't have to search deep. Stephen Keshi.
Stephen Keshi.
Why
Stephen Keshi?
You see, Stephen Keshi, back then when we were growing up in the we watched Super Eagles play, and although I was little, but when I see a leader,
you know one.
I know one. You see, he was a leader, he was disciplined, and he knows what he wants and what he's doing. And this is something I so much appreciate about the late Stephen Keshi of the Super Eagles. And I started having these, how will I put it? I started having this crave of becoming a coach, that if this man would actually play the way he played as the captain of Super Eagles back then in USA 94, Atlanta 90, Atlanta 96 and thereabout. I felt Olympics, rather, USA 94 Olympics.
No, it was not in the Olympics.
It was not in the Olympics.
Yeah, just USA 94.
Yeah.
Then Senegal 92 and all the Nations Cup. Tunisia 94.
Yeah. So I felt if this man could achieve this so much greatness as a black man, as a domestic coach, well, I can't do it. because I love his style, I love discipline, and
Yeah, talking about style and discipline. So I want to model this question. What is your coaching style or philosophy? How can you bring it together? What do you think is your coaching style or your coaching philosophy as people they speak grammar, they talk? Why you think say yeah.
like I always say, we have two variations in football. It's either you keep possession or you run after the ball throughout the 90 minutes. You just have to choose one. And I structure my team and program my tactics around playing.
Okay.
And I think it's really, really working for me. And this was what we have seen in the DSL that really, really worked in our favor last season. We choose to play and play and play and play and play. And that's key for me.
Okay, coach. The next question is as a grassroots coach, what are some of your challenges? Maybe one or two, because there might be more than one and two. Just mention one of the challenges you are as a grassroots coach that you are facing.
As a grassroots coach, I think most grassroots coach who have been neglected by those in football authority, so to say. I believe as a grassroots coach, no sponsor is just a one-man thing. In fact, sometimes you want to get tired due to lack of funding. You see players going to bed without meal. You expect them to wake up the following morning to also train. You see, this is a very great challenge. Unlike Europe, you see grants coming in, you see supports coming in for
Community, company.
yeah, company coming in to support footballers. But here, well, it's just you, the players, and you continue to trust God. And also, I think publicity is also one of the challenges we face. Because I tell you for free, if there is a proper publicity for grassroots coach, that these people are the real MVP when it comes to, because come to look at it, somebody is just there waiting for a ready-made
Material.
and they will just come, all the effort you have put in, all the struggles and all of that, somebody will just come, give you a token, and they will just pick the player. And what can you do? What can you do? You need that token to be able to take care of the little ones. And I don't know if there is a certain regulation or if there is a government policy that could help us to arrest that, so that grassroots coaches who are actually laboring, putting every resources and their effort in building young talent, at least could beat their chest and said, I actually make something
Out of
this whole process of preparing players for the next phase of their life.
all we see at this journey that it is well. God will help us. So, coach, can you tell us how you got your job as the head coach of Leal FC? Maybe briefly. Because Leal FC is one club that everybody wants to coach. So, how did you get the job? Did they publish it? Were you invited? Just get to let us know. Because we are many coaches now who are looking for even grassroots team to coach. But
it's a complex one. How do I start? I was a founder of a football club called City 11 Football Club, a grassroots football club, where I also try and showcase players to scout and what have you. And I had a match at the stadium here where the chairman of Leal SC came, he saw some of the game, and he approached me that he saw one or two players that he would like us to go into business and see how we can project these kids down to Europe. And you see, every help that comes my way to push any of my player to success, I take. So far it's legitimate, so far it is real.
and provided you know it will work.
And provided I know it will work, definitely I will actually concur to it. So when I actually gave him few players. I gave him few players, and I watched the way the team is being structured. And truth be told, I felt
You could add value to
I
the team.
could act value, not to the team per se, not to the team. I have to be honest on this. I felt I could actually help my players because I make sure I get feedbacks for all my players.
Okay.
I will meet him, chairman, what do you see? I'll meet the then coach then, what do you see? He'll tell me this boy is not doing enough, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. And I said, okay. And one day, after the whole thing, I approached the chairman and I told him that, can you just please give me the opportunity to come and use your facility to train my player in your club?
Wow.
And he was like, no, except you have to take all the attackers. I heard you are a striker. I was like, whoa, this is a very huge responsibility for me. But you see, like I said, I will do anything legitimate to push my players.
So you accepted the...
I accepted the offer. So along the line, we started twice in a week, and
let's just say the rest is history.
And the rest
is history,
of course.
Okay, coach, let's move on. Yeah, definitely our prayer is for you to move forward, maybe coach one of the biggest club in Europe or biggest club in Nigeria one day. So what will you want your players to remember you for when you leave Leal SC? Also, coach, what will you want them to remember you for?
You see, I think it's based on individual thing.
Okay.
I think it's based on an individual thing. But you know, there is difference in way you impact everyone's life. You impact everyone's life differently. And I believe in whichever way the players want to remind me of is left for them because it's subjective. But in my opinion, I think I'm just doing my best, and I hope my best is enough for them to excel.
Okay. That's okay. So talking about movement, like I said, definitely one day you leave the grassroots platform. So if you have the opportunity, which professional team in Nigeria would you love to manage? Let's start from Nigeria first.
Well, I'm a fan of Kano Pillars. I love Kano Pillars a lot. But I'll tell you, I want to coach Rivers United.
Rivers United. Yeah. If I have the opportunity, I will go for Eyimba of Aba. To me, they are the Real de Madrid of Nigerian football.
Right. Yeah, it's a very...
Rivers, not taking anything away from Rivers United, fantastic club.
Yeah.
So, is it because you had a stint, you played for them once upon a time, that's why you still want to go back there? Is it as an unfinished business, or you think you still have work to do there?
Yeah, I'm from Ogun State. I'm from Ijebuland, precisely. I don't want to go deep down. But for me, I think Rivers is also my home. Kano State is my home too. But you see, the structure at Rivers United is fantastic. And I watch almost every Rivers United match when I was in Rivers. And the structure, the discipline, and the support they get from the government is really, really something commendable. And that is why I feel if
you must,
I would rather go to Rivers.
Okay. Let's come back to Dynasty Scouting League. You've been in the league this is the second season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you some questions about Dynasty Scouting League. So 2 things. Can you tell us 2 things you love about the Dynasty Scouting League from the experience you've gathered so far?
What I love about Dynasty?
Yes, 2 things, not 1, 2.
2.
Yes.
Okay, the first thing is let me put it, the honesty, the truthfulness that is in, the authenticity, let me use the right word, the authenticity of
the
league. I must commend the organizers. I must commend them. You see, at some point, this is the first time I'm seeing a scouting program that is as real to the brim. no compromise. In fact, I tell you for free, even our national league have something to learn from Dynasty organization. I must tell you the fact.
So we must definitely give it to the organizers of
I
the league.
give it to the organizers 100%, honestly speaking. Then secondly, it is what we lack when we were playing. Showcasing the talent to the world.
Wow.
And that is huge for me. Because I keep on telling my players, if I had the opportunity some of you have now, I won't be here, we won't know each other. And these are the two things I really, really appreciate about DSL.
Coach, moving forward, how can you describe the standard of the league in terms of players' performance? Not your team, generally.
It's simple. It's simple. We see player moving at the end of every league. That alone, it's a success that speaks for itself. It means every player don't have reason to not ask themselves to play. You don't need to tell a player. The result shows for itself. Right? So, and honestly, that is all I can say about that.
Okay, coach, if you are the president of a club in Dynasty Scouting League, which of the Dynasty Scouting League coach would you love to employ based on their performance or body language or the way, not necessarily where they are in the position of the table, not necessarily. So which coach, which of the coaches?
As a chairman of a club?
Yeah, assuming you are the chairman of a club.
Godwin, I know you just want to.
No, I'm not doing that. I want to see if you are watching other coaches, because other coaches are watching you.
I do.
So which coach I know you like to definitely want you to be there, but this time not you. Which team, which coach do you want? Do you prefer to work with?
In all honesty, I will employ myself.
No. The coach says apart from you.
The question is apart from me.
Yeah, apart from you.
But obviously, there are a whole lot of great coaches.
Okay.
Yeah, a whole lot of great coaches. And why I say that I would rather employ me is the options are too many. I don't even know who, because every coach is doing great. Every coach is doing great. If you employ this one now, you also see reason why you want to employ the other one. You also see another reason why you want to employ the other one. And that is why it makes me a little bit careful of just.
You are dodging my question. Okay, you win. Let's move on. So I want to ask you two simple questions concerning DSL, that the DSL trivia aspect of this program. So who is your current DSL favorite player? Not necessarily from Leal SC. Not necessarily from DSC. If you watch the league week in, week out, which player do you think is outstanding?
I just have to mention one.
Just one. I know there are a lot of them, but one.
If I must be honest with you,
not Leal SC player.
Why are you locking my options? It's personal, right?
No, this person says it's personal. Right? Let's leave it open.
So I must be honest on this.
Okay.
I must be honest on this. I have watched every team play, not once, not twice.
Okay.
Right? Week in, week out. I may not watch every match, but I have made sure since the beginning of this season 2.
You've seen lots of games.
I've seen lot of games and all the teams. But I'll still give it to you that the Leal captain, Dayo, wow, is my favorite player. In fact, he's a complete player at advanced level. We call it grassroots, but for me, Dayo is at advanced level.
The one they call Rivaldo, right?
Rivaldo, the captain of Leal SC.
I agree with you on that. Fantastic player.
First time you agree with
fantastic player. Yes. So let's continue. Still DSL. Which team do you think was the toughest opponent so far, or will be the toughest opponent?
For me,
for Leal SC.
For Leal. If I must check, Leal GFC.
Wow, Leal SC, fantastic team from the ancient city of Ibadan.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So finally, if you are not a coach, what other role will you want to take in football?
I didn't see that coming, Bedouin.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. If I'm not a coach, maybe I would have been a referee.
A referee. I don't admire you. I don't admire you. Those guys, they need special anointing. Especially in a country like this. We're talking about the referee. It has been said officiating can make or mar a tournament. Yeah. But Dynasty Scouting League has been the officiating in your own words. Definitely we know it can never be perfect. Yeah. Even in Europe, it can never be perfect officiating.
Yeah, I think for me, I think the officials need to understand that we are not professional yet.
Okay.
This they need to understand.
That's the referees.
The referees need to understand we are not professional yet. We are grassroots. There are things they can actually overlook at times that will not actually affect either of the team.
Okay.
Right? But I think they are being too rigid. And I think if they can just at least loosen it a bit, so that we can really, the purpose is to be able to market these players, not because we really want them to be perfect here. We just want to showcase them. But the officials, the referees here are working as if they are officiating the professional league. They need to understand. And I will also employ let me use the word, enjoy the Dynasty organizers to help and also talk to the referees so that the purpose of the program will not be defeated by strictness of the referee.
Okay, coach, we are moving to the next stage of this program and enjoying you. We have some magic cards here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have the opportunity to pick 5. 5. And after you pick 5, I'll tell you what to do with the cards. Pick 5. I guess in no particular order. Pick.
I guess I'll walk away with my first car ever.
Pick. 1.
I should open.
Take it to your side.
Okay.
Pick another 1. 2. Pick another 1.
Really?
3. Pick another 1. 4. Pick another 1.
Let me take the one next.
5. Yeah, there are particular set of people. How can you describe those people that are there? No, how can you describe them?
I see you.
Are they carpenters or who are? Because the viewers can't see, only you can see now.
These are great men in the arenas of football. Great men.
Okay.
So to say, and that's it.
Okay, I'm giving you like 30 seconds to study that card. What he has there is pictures of great coaches in football. We Googled it that give us the best coaches in football, and Google gave us this set of 8 coaches. So what you're going to do for me as a coach, you're going to give me the best coach, number 1 among the 5 that you have. I don't know then you give me the second one, the third one, the fourth one in that particular order. In your own point of view.
Okay.
So I think let's start with. Should we start with number 5 or number
1? As in my
arrange it. Okay. Give us the best, second best, third best till we get to number 5.
Okay.
It's going to be difficult to. When I saw the list, even me myself, I shocked. Okay. Let's start with number 5.
Number 5?
Yeah. What's the name? Where's the name?
Hansi Flick.
Okay. Number 5 is Hansi Flick. He's presently the coach of Barcelona. Hansi Flick. Let me put it there. Number 5. Okay. Who is this?
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah. He is the current manager of the England national team, the thriller, was with PSG, was also with Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
The list is just endless.
Exactly.
Fantastic coach, trust me.
Yeah.
That's your number 4 pick. Your number 3. Who is this?
Jose Mourinho.
The special one. You put the special one in number 2. I won't lie to you. If I'm the one picking, Jose Mourinho will definitely be number 1. That is me.
I'm subjective. We are all subjective in our
yes,
opinion, right?
But not a bad one. Jose Mourinho, fantastic. These days with Benfica, if I'm not mistaken. But lately, things have not been going on with him. Went to Roma, did very well in Roma, Fenerbahce. At one time, he was regretting why going to Fenerbahce from Tottenham, Manchester United. Jose Mourinho, Chelsea, Real Madrid. That's what there.
Inter Milan.
Jose Mourinho, Inter Milan. FC Porto.
So I have Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique is presently the coach of Paris Saint-Germain. Yes.
Former Barcelona.
The European champions, UEFA Champions League, former Barcelona. He left coaching for a while because of the daughter and is back doing great thing. Yeah. So Luis Enrique, a Spaniard, is your number 2nd coach. So the one on your list,
the best of the best.
The best of the best. I don't know. Let me see.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Wow. No doubt about it. I am a Real de Madrid fan. And what he did for Real de Madrid, I can say it again and again.
Yeah, not just right.
No, okay.
Chelsea, we have seen how he transformed Chelsea under his watch. I think he was some
yes.
Of that. And I believe for him to have come to England to achieve that within a short space of time, go back to Madrid and did what he did, I must give
him. Now he's with the Brazilian national team.
Yes.
You see Brazil winning the World Cup because of Carlo Ancelotti?
Yeah, he's a go-getter and he knows how to win. And
I love the Brazilian FA. They waited for him for over 2 years. Why he was still contracted to Real Madrid?
For the fact that your record speaks for itself, those are the kind of job your CV will attract.
Okay, no doubt about it. Let's put him in number 1. Carlos Ancelotti. Yeah, I don't want you to bother about these ones.
I have not.
Don't bother about it. This is your
so far there's no Stephen Keshi there.
Yeah, there's no, it was Google that brought it out for us.
Okay.
Probably next time we'll do Nigerian coaches.
Okay.
Nigerian coaches.
Yeah.
So Razak, one more time, I want to say thank you for coming. It's a pleasure having you in the maiden edition of the DSL GAFFER'S Show.
Thank you very much, Gavin. I'm always happy and delighted to be with you.
Yes,
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really, really appreciate you and the entire DSL team for giving us this platform to air our own view when it comes to football. Honestly, I give you people thumbs up, 100.
Okay, viewers, we've come to the end of this episode. Hope to see you in our next episode. My name is Godwin Ise. I still remain your host. Ready for the next episode of the DSL GAFFER'S Show. Thank you very much. See you next week, or next episode rather.
Thank you.